Mm. Good evening, guys. Wagwan. Me, I took a nap, a long one, after making, after I finished making lunch. You could say like late, a little bit late lunch dinner-ish. And then I slept off. I woke up and I was like thinking, and in my mind keeps going back to this morning when I went for my walk. I went by the Centrum. Yeah, almost like where they had this red container behind behind the Centrum there, where like it's like a disposal bin. There was like I think it's like almost by IKEA, behind IKEA, but not really. And I was behind there, and then this bird, it came. It was already behind there actually when I went there, if I remember correctly. And then it flew up and like stood by. They had like this upper, 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 upper deck. Behind, you can take the stairs and climb up to get to the stores from the back. And there was like this. The bird climb. It climbed up and then it stood there, and then it started. Oh, it just stood for a while, and I was looking at it, and then it like pooped, and then I was like, okay, but it did not move. It just still stood, very, very still, and it felt like it was looking at me, and I was looking for something. So it's like when I did not see, I looked at it for a while, but I just didn't really understand. And then I kept on going, and then I looked up. It says like shoes, but in Swedish, school, and it's like behind the post. Yeah, the post office behind there, and then there were like some cartoons and stuff behind. Like as if someone has been sitting there or maybe sleeping there, a homeless person or someone they have they have staying in the store or like watching over the stores. I think they have someone or people sleeping in the stores, or like, oh, they are staying in the stores. And even yeah, I think they do have people staying in the stores, and you can think how cold it is behind there. Hmm. There's no heat. No, these are people they don't care for that are staying behind there. Hmm. Even like where I go and pick, like the different places that I go and pick. Like, but today I noticed from yesterday. Yesterday I noticed, but I did not look. I just saw open window. It's like on the basement, like on the last floor. It feels like in the building, in this like tall buildings up the hill by the park, the big park, the where they have like the basket, not the one by the Centrum. No, not the Centrum, behind the Centrum. No, it's the one like when you take the elevator up, or like from the train station, when you take the elevator or you take the stairs up, and then you just continue going straight. that park on your on your right. Yes, on your right side you have like a little bit of hill, and then some tall buildings. Or even like if you go over, if you take the elevator up and then you go over the bridge and you look, you see the tall buildings. But like, yes, I was around that area, and how they call it, yeah, I noticed yesterday there was a window open, and today when I went around that same area, when I looked in the same place where the window was open, I saw it was like a little, as a very small apartment. A little, it's not really like an apartment, but it looks a room, a small room, because it did not have any kitchen or how they call it, bathroom that I could see from where I put my head in anyway, through the window. But it was like a small room, and then there was also like a other side that I had looked in one time, and I saw like it looked like a maintenance room, but there was a chair, like two chairs put together. I don't know, someone maybe made a bed out of the chairs, because there was a jacket. A jacket was hanging there, but I couldn't see anyone. I could not see anyone. It's like maybe the person hide when they heard someone or something outside. Cause I had my how they call it, my phone light on, and I was looking. I was looking for my films, and I was also thinking, what if they have people staying down there? Did they have people stay? I don't know if like people they are helping, or just people that they're that they are that they don't care for, that they own, or they feel like they owe them. There too, my mind kept going back. I do think they should check. Someone should check. Even like before, when I used to go for my walks, like from 3 in the morning, like from between 3 to 4. Like when I would go and I'll pass by the Centrum, this the bakery down at the Centrum, the one, not this that or what it's called, not that one, the one after it. I've forgotten the name, but there will always be a guy. He looked like a Polish Finnish kind of looking. He will be there baking bread. I remember there was one time I saw a rat. It was like, ugh, it was this really nasty looking rat, like the ones like one you have seen on Ratatouille, the bad one, anyways, that you just want to kill. I was like, I stoned it. He looked at me. So he had like this, like as if he wanted to laugh, but he held his composure. Yeah, I used to see him, but I haven't seen him. I have not seen him, and like when I've stood from here, if around that time when I've looked down before I could see the light comes on around those times, but then I don't see it anymore. Maybe it was not supposed to be working those times. No, and even like times when I've gone out. Now during this, when we had like this snowstorm, I saw they were in the. I said this was the store was not even supposed to be open around like 5, 5 in the morning, going to 6. There was this older man. I saw, you could say he could be my uncle. I don't what age should I put on him? Because age now, but he could around 50, 50 something. Like he had that mature face, and he was outside cleaning the snow, or like, yeah, cleaning the snow out. I was just like, or maybe he was, but it wasn't like behind his store, or he worked there perhaps. He works for them. Yeah, he works, and he was the one cleaning, pulling the snow so that they can drive in. Well, I don't know if people aren't they supposed to have people to go and do it. Or even like the people with the snow, they only clean some place and like remove some place. They cleared some place and some places. Nah, there was a lot of places that I went to, and I saw people's cars were closed in, like they were the one shoveling the snow out. And I was like, if we can help, yes, why not help and fix? Cause it's like they can't do it all. We don't know how many people they have working, and sometimes the work can be hectic. Like if we can help, we can help. But also, if it's your job and they know they are not like putting in 100%, like I believe they were only like giving us 5%, 5-10%. Even at that, maybe even less. They're not giving the all. Nah, they've become tired. They've become weak. It's like they have been getting away with easy work. So now easy work, that's the only work they can do. They cannot put in the, how you say, the full work, and they cannot do the hard work anymore. No. They have been too relaxed, very relaxed. So now it's hard. Even the day, there was a day when I went to Högdalen, and during this heavy snowy that we had. And I met some of the guys that were like cleaning the snow, or like removing the snow from the trainway. And I was like, does this job pay quite good? Because I'm like thinking of applying. It's like quite it's hyfsat bra. Like, also it's not bad and it's not great, so it's in the middle, you could say. And I was like, but and then it's like, but it also has like, it's heavy. It's a heavy job for your back. uh, and I'm like, huh. I was like, it could go. It just depends. The snow is not that heavy. Like you just carry at the time what you can carry. And I left. But like, just like that, you carry what you can carry. But it feels like they cannot carry anything anymore. Oh, they're busy just, oh, how you say it, flumma, like taking drugs and just going to a different dimension and not taking care of their body, so the body is weak. They just want to be going to the other dimension, or just be doing things that makes it strong for a while, and then after even weaker than how it was before you took whatever you took, or drank whatever you drank. And I believe a lot of them take a lot of heavy stuff, almost every day, if not every day, like 2-3 times a day, like depending on what types of things they do. And that's why they go into like this doing bad stuff. Yeah, they go into like doing bad stuff to keep up their lifestyle. mm, to keep up their lifestyle. And that's how they have gotten an army. They have built up an army anyways, by getting hooked on some one thing or another. And then you joined in whatever darkness it is. Mm, you join in doing bad, doing evil, to sustain your lifestyle, whatever it is. And can just think. Some of you are doing it for drugs so that you'll be continue going to the other dimension or wherever you feel like you're going, and you're putting someone's life at risk. So you're taking a drug over someone else's life. What if the shoes was to be on the other foot? Like, what if you were to be the other person that is being kept in that store? Like, like not even an animal, because they treat some of them treat their dogs better, their rats better than how they treat these people. They don't even see them as human beings. Because if you do that to someone, you don't see them as human beings. No, you don't see them as person. No, you do not see them as a person. But their life may be worth more than yours, where it counts. It does worth more where it counts. I believe also like this store, this store, uh, the post office at the Centrum. The young man that I said was the older man that I met one time when I went to pick up my ID card. When he said he is the guy's uncle. Anyways, he's the man's father's brother. So yeah. And yeah, when I went, I don't think he was never the brother to this man's father. No, I don't think so. No, I don't believe now. Uh-uh. I think he was sleeping with him. It was like he was working for them. He was working for them. And I don't think it was something the young guy was. It wasn't consensual. No, these people are like energy vampires. And like quite frankly, the young guy, he's a handsome man. He is. He has like this very. He looked like Aladdin. Aladdin, you could say. He looks like an Arabian prince. He has like this. Also, this macho. I don't really know how to explain, but he has a very way he carries himself, or like his aura around him is very mature, or just very clean in a way. I don't really know how to put it, in a word. But yes, he has a very smoothness to him, and he was abusing him. Yeah, he was sleeping with him some type of way. I don't know how he got into their arms, but I don't think. Yeah, maybe he's the one behind the store. Maybe. Cause the last time I went inside there, it was the uncle, or he that said he's the uncle. He was the one by the cashier, and then this tall other looking man. He always look at me some type of way, and he would always say, "Wait, someone else will come and help you." I was like, "Okay, no worries, no worries then. All right." But normally it's the young guy that is there, that I've met a lot of times when I've went there. It's like this when I start talking. Yes, and then I mentioned there one time. I don't really remember exactly what I had talked about. Yeah, I thought they were like fucking with my phone. When I said they switch out my phone, the iPhone. But when I did not know about. I'm not a phone person in that way, or like technology. I know how to move around, do what I need on my phone, but like to know about phones, and like I had bought an iPhone 7 or so, but they gave me like as a kid version. An extra small, an iPhone extra small, but I didn't even know. Yeah, and I was paying, all three. It was funny. It was funny, yeah. When I found out later, it was like, bruh. And I had a feeling they switch it out down there at the store. It was there. I went and picked it up because I've had the same phone, and even like, but it's like a teamwork. Because I had a problem with the phone, and then I went to Apple. I told them the phone I had, but Apple never, they never say anything. They did not say, no, that's not an iPhone. I saw a 7, it's an iPhone. They could have said, like, it's an iPhone this, but they never did. So it's like, and they charged me. They charged me for that, for that time. Uh, I was like, okay. It's a teamwork. So it's either they know the people that work. It's like it's not exactly Apple, but it's the people that work for Apple. The corruption. Only if Apple knows about it, but I doubt. It's the people that work. The devil always go through the people that are in the places to do the corruption. But whilst the person that owns the store or the policy, the store's policy says something totally different, but they don't follow the store policy because the supervisor or whoever is in charge is someone they can bribe, is someone that is corrupt, someone they can manipulate, and that's how they frustrate people's life. You don't even get the real help you can get like when you go to them. Sometimes when I used to work, and it's frustrating because we have like a no return policy and a lot of things, and sometimes I can understand some people, but and also some people is like, why they can come 3 4 times to return or change out something. It's like, didn't you at the first time you realized, didn't you, when you do the first return, like, also why didn't you make sure, like, okay, this is what I want, and then you take it? But no. Mm-mm. So that's the only frustrating part, like, but else, I do think like they should have, also they should have the right to be able to return, or like not return exactly any and everything just like that, but they should have like a right to return something back, because we all make mistakes sometimes. And if you buy something, and as long as you don't open it, or you have not like worn it, because some people buy things, they wear it, and then they want to go and return it back. It's like, that's not really nice in that way. No. And I've done it one time, and where I did one time, where I did it a lot of times. It was a jacket. But then it was like I wanted to have different ones. So a different version of it. So I'm gonna change it till the end. I just took a more shitty one. I could have just stuck with the ones that I had, but no. So it ended up I took the wrong one in the end. I used it but now it's just hanging in my drawer. So it's like that. When you over decide, or you can't really make up your mind, you keep on doing till you choose the wrong in the end. No. Mm. Wow. I feel like that was what I was meant to say. Mm.